You think you know what love is: desire, attachment, passion. But Osho tears that illusion apart. He says divine love is not emotion, it is transformation. It's not about possession, it's about presence. And when that love touches the master, it becomes a fire that burns the ego and reveals the God within. This is not devotion, this is awakening. Stay with me. The truth Osho reveals may change your entire path. This reflection is inspired by Osho's wisdom, shared in our own way. What is divine love? We have used the word love so often that we have almost forgotten its meaning. To most of us, love means desire, possession, expectation, emotional dependency. It becomes a chain, a transaction, a subtle form of control. But Osho tears through these illusions. He says love is the fragrance of a silent, peaceful heart. It asks nothing, demands nothing. It simply gives because it is overflowing. This is divine love, not a feeling, but a state of being. Not something you do, but something you become. It arises not from the mind, but from the depths of your soul. It's not directed toward a person or God, but toward existence itself. It is silent, it is vast, and it is free. This love does not cling, it does not fear, it is not concerned with gain or loss. Osho explains that divine love is an alchemy, a force that can transform you, burning away ego, past wounds, and identity, until all that remains is pure presence. And when this divine love is awakened within a seeker, it naturally flows toward the one who ignites it, the master, not out of devotion, but out of recognition. You fall in love not with the person of the guru, but with the light he reflects to you, the echo of your forgotten divinity. Why is the guru, the spiritual master, so central in Osho's teachings? Isn't God enough? Osho answers, the guru is not between you and God. The guru helps you get out of your own way to experience God directly. The guru is not a priest, not an authority. He is a mirror, a presence so still, so empty, that when you look into him, you see yourself as you truly are, without masks, without ego, without distortion. This is why divine love blossoms in the presence of a true master. He doesn't give you rules, he gives you space. He doesn't offer answers, he destroys the questions that trouble your mind. The guru does not tell you what to believe, he awakens your inner knowing. This devotion to the master serves as a link between the known and the unknown, rather than being a religious obsession.
When you look into the eyes of a faithful guru, you don't see a person. You see an abyss, a doorway. And that door leads to the ultimate, not to the personality of the guru, but to the presence beyond personality. To love the guru is to love the light of awareness he radiates. And in that love, something begins to shift. You begin to taste silence. You begin to feel inner space. You start to fall in love with the truth itself. Divine love begins as admiration, but blossoms into something more mysterious: surrender. Now, surrender is a dangerous word to the modern mind. It sounds like defeat, like giving up control. But Osho reveals the truth. Surrender is not about losing yourself. It is about losing your falseness and finding your original face. In surrender, you do not become a slave. You become free from the inner tyrant, the ego. You let go of resistance. You stop fighting life. You stop arguing with reality. The love for the Guru melts the hard shell of the ego. Suddenly, you are no longer a separate self, but part of something vast, luminous, and sacred. This is not blind devotion. Osho is clear. The Master never demands your surrender. It must arise from within as a flowering of trust. In the presence of the Master, Osho says, love becomes intense enough and surrender happens naturally. You bow your head not out of submission, but out of reverence. Not because the Master is superior, but because you glimpse the vastness he has become one with. And in that surrender, a door opens inside you. Thoughts grow quiet. Time disappears. A silence fills your being. And for the first time, you feel as if you have come home. You are no longer seeking God outside. You realized you were never separate in the first place. So, how does loving the Guru lead to God? Because in the presence of the Guru, you begin to experience something beyond form, beyond name, beyond belief. God is not a person, not a father figure in the sky, not an idea held by religion. God is pure consciousness, a silence, a bliss, a vastness within. The Guru is simply a medium, a clear channel through which divine energy flows. And when you love the Guru, you resonate at that same frequency. Osho says, the Master is a doorway. Don't cling to the door, walk through it. Your love becomes the fuel. Your surrender becomes the path. And the Guru becomes the bridge across the river of mind. When you walk far enough on that bridge, you suddenly look around and see that the bridge is gone. The Guru is gone. Only God remains. This is the paradox. You loved the Guru, but what you found was your true self. You surrendered to the Master and discovered your own divine nature. The Guru disappears and you are left with the infinite presence you were always seeking. In truth, the Guru was never a person. He was a mirror of the God within you. Osho's vision of the Guru-disciple relationship was radical. He didn't want followers. He wanted individuals to be awake, fearless, and free. He said, "A real master is not interested in having you depend on him. He wants you to become a light unto yourself." In traditional spirituality, the Guru is often placed on a pedestal as a source of commandments and control. But Osho shattered that model. He laughed with his disciples. He challenged them. He provoked them. And above all, he trusted them. He knew that divine love cannot grow in fear. It needs freedom, fire, and the courage to explore. In Osho's world, the disciple is not a sheep, but a lion learning to roar with his truth. The love for the Master is sacred, but it is never stagnant. It evolves, it matures, it leads to inner independence. Osho's disciples did not worship his feet. They danced in his presence. They meditated. They laughed. They celebrated life. And that, Osho said, was the true offering. The moment you become silent, centered, and joyful, that is the most tremendous gratitude you can show your Master. The Master awakens the disciple, and the disciple becomes a mirror for others. Divine love begins with one flame, but it sets the whole forest on fire. This is the mystery. You love the Guru, you dissolve in that love, and suddenly you are no longer a disciple. You have become the beloved. This is Osho's path, not of belief, not of obedience, but of transformation through love. Thanks for watching, Echoes of Chetna, Inner Wisdom. Subscribe to the channel for more such videos. This video is inspired by Osho's wisdom. It is an independent creation not affiliated with Osho or Osho International Foundation, and is shared with deep respect for his teachings.